Are you thinking about transitioning your horse to barefoot? Success isn't a test of toughness, and it isn't simply a matter of removing the shoes. A good transition protects a horse's comfort while the hoof, workload, and management are carefully adapted. Problem number one is inadequate preparation. Before removing shoes, one should assess the horse's current comfort levels, the hoof condition, movement and gait, the physical environment underfoot, and the expected workload of the horse. Have a plan in place for appropriate surfaces the horse should be exposed to, how much exercise the horse should be exposed to, and whether or not temporary protection is required. And involve, wherever possible, the appropriate professionals from the very beginning. Problem two is hidden pathology. Existing pain, disease, or structural problems can be mistaken for normal barefoot sensitivity. However, investigate unexplained discomfort and use diagnostic imaging where appropriate. A transition cannot resolve an underlying problem that has not been identified necessarily. Problem three is too much trimming or trimming the wrong structures or trimming to an inappropriate timeline. Removing excessive horn too soon or the wrong amount of horn can reduce the protection the horse currently has and needs. Instead, avoid chasing an ideal looking hoof, whatever that may look like, in a single trim. Preserve functional structures and allow the hoof to change gradually. Problem four is normalising pain. Persistent discomfort, a reluctance to move, or a shortened stride should not be described as the hoof transitioning or toughening up. Pain is communication, not a necessary milestone. If this shows up, stop what you're doing, provide protection, and reassess what the horse is being asked to do. Problem five is really common: thin soles and bruising. Hard, wet, very soft, stony, abrasive, or uneven surfaces may exceed the foot's current ability to protect itself. You can use suitable boots or pads and adjust the environment and investigate the underlying reasons for poor sole depth or quality. Problem six occurs when wear exceeds growth, and it can be in different places in the capsule. A sudden increase in road work or removing the shoes, or a change in terrain such as hard ground, wet ground, soft ground, can quickly overwhelm the hoof. Reduce the load, choose more forgiving surfaces, and increase the distance gradually as the horse demonstrates comfortable capacity. In other words, rehab or transition the hoof at the horse's pace. Problem seven is poorly fitted protection, which might surprise you. Boots and pads can help enormously, but they must fit correctly. Incorrect fitting boots can create pressure, rubbing, or even instability, and all of this can delay rehab. Measure boots carefully, observe the horse moving, and recheck the fit regularly as the hoof changes shape. Problem eight is expecting pathology, distortions, cracks, flares, and weak horn to disappear immediately or before it's ready. Damaged horn simply cannot be trimmed away without consequences. Always look to stabilize the foot, always protecting it from further damage, and allow healthier horn the time it needs to grow. Problem nine is treating infection or abscesses as a normal part of transition or hoof rehab. And while it may be common, thrush, white line disease, and abscesses do need appropriate investigation and treatment. If pain is significant, worsening, or persistent, please seek professional or veterinary advice promptly. The last common problem is overlooking the whole horse. Hoof comfort and quality are influenced by diet, body condition, posture and development, the movement and gait of the horse, the physical environment, and of course, the metabolic health. Test and investigate wherever appropriate, and this might be testing the diet, and it might be testing the horse for metabolic diseases or pathology. Do this carefully and encourage collaboration between everyone who is supporting the horse. Every horse begins from a different starting point. A successful transition should be individual, gradual, and guided by comfort, not by a fixed timetable. I'm wholeheartedly inviting you to join me, Becky Smith, for the second in our series of integrative hoof care question and answer. And in this one, transitioning to your horse to barefoot, I'm inviting questions on this topic and any hoof-related topic, really. I'm going to be live on Monday the 27th from 7 till 8:30 p.m. UK time. Please bring your questions and learn how to create a more informed, welfare-focused plan. Everyone is welcome. Book now at holisticequine.co.uk/events. See you then.